Hello, everyone. That is a lot of noise coming from your place. Uh,
Uh, yeah, here. I'll actually
oh
mute
yeah,
myself.
it's all your
I,
traffic and stuff, so
yeah.
it's fine. So it's RPG a Day 2020. It's Wednesday. It takes me a minute to think, and we're Intelligence Mod. I'm Clint,
And I'm Theo.
and it's going to be real odd if you just keep muting yourself. We'll just deal with the sound because you're just going to cut in and out. You're not doing it perfectly. Um, So,
Figuring it out.
as we're doing what we've done for the last 4 days, it's RPG a Day. I'm not doing screen share anymore. I found out that Zoom doesn't move as smoothly as possible, so I will just be putting the image up here. So, as you can tell with the stamps, we are on day 5, which is tribute, and what we're using for our kind of prompt is I almost read the wrong one. What is
Oh
some
yeah, day five.
what is
Yeah.
something you have brought to a game and declared as tribute? And
Yeah, either for players or to your DM or
I
whatever.
actually have a good story now. I thought about it. I got a good one. But I
Like,
introduced the topic, so you get to answer first.
my dad brought venison. No, my dad ran a game. It was Call of Cthulhu. It was like years ago when he still lives here in Washington. And we got our group together, and someone brought venison they just went and hunted for and brought it in. And my dad went, I promise you will not be the first to die. You have brought tribute. Hey, hello, kitty,
Oh,
behind
is
you.
my cat behind me? Oh,
Yeah.
Bubba, who's a good girl? Who's a good
The
girl?
joy of Zoom meetings, folks, and doing these
Yes.
things or that. Sometimes the pets will come and say
Oh,
hi.
all of them have seen my co-host. I think she's in she's in one of my
Yeah.
RPG shelf videos.
So like we brought food. There's been drinks. I've actually had a player bring me a book. That was nice. Like just a D&D book I would talk about thinking of maybe picking up for the group, and then the next game session they just showed up and went, here, you need this, and brought me the book, and I was like, you survived today. I don't care what happens, you're gonna survive. And true enough, the party pissed off a dragon, and he was the only one to survive because the dragon went, "You're boring," and flicked him off. Like, just flicked him away and knocked him out, and then commenced to kill everyone else. And they're like, "But why did he get to live?" And I went, "He brought me a book." And the rest of you did pissed off a dragon to test this theory.
I guess we can do that too. You know, the next time I run the D&D with you, we don't. I won't kill you because you brought me Indomitus, the novel.
Hey, no, I honestly the whole thing for that was I know you wanted it, but I know that it was going to take a long time for any restock of that book to
Oh yeah,
happen.
and I
So
was
I was
dumb and
like,
I forgot to ask for it.
and they had like 5 copies at the Tacoma GW. So I just went, I'm already here to buy stuff anyway. I'll pick this up too for you.
So, is that your tribute story?
Yeah, that's my tribute
All right.
story.
So I have a funny one that I just remembered. So I used to work for an auto parts store, and which wasn't fun. I work somewhere better. I make more money now. And at one point, well, like any auto store, we would sell soda in our fridge. And at one point, we had a few, like maybe 4 flats of soda that had expired, and there's nothing they would do with it. And they basically just, I was like, wait, what are you going to do with this? It's like, well, we're just going to throw it away. I'm like, well, you could throw it away in the trunk of my car. And they kind of, my boss kind of looked at me and went like, if you want it, sure. And we, at this point, we'd all been buying and drinking this expired soda for like a week. We're like, there's nothing wrong with it. So we had these containers that were easily, you can't really tell in the Zoom meeting because I can't go far enough out, but they're about this long. They're rated to carry 60 pounds, and I had that thing filled to the brim with, standard bottles of soda, and I had 2 full flats. Well, the one tribute is I took the flat of Diet Coke to my dad, just gave it to him because he's got the diabetes, and
Diabetes.
I brought the rest over. And this was one of the days where we happened to have everyone over for playing D&D. Ted was running a game. This was many of the
Yeah,
games
I remember this.
this is many of the games that died. So I'm waiting for them because I live in an apartment on the second floor, and I'm not hauling all that crap up. So I'm waiting for them to show up, and they all pull up, and I rush downstairs. I'm like, hey, I got some stuff in my trunk if you want to help me carry it up. And they're like, and I open my trunk, and I drive a little Ford Focus, so I have this tiny trunk, and I open it, it's just
It was
filled
great.
with soda. It was so funny. I think I gave one of the guys the rest of the Diet Coke that was loose because I
Yep.
didn't want it. I was like, dude, you drink Diet Coke? Because he showed up late. That's right. And we're just like, hey, do you drink Diet Coke, don't you? Here, have like 17 bottles of it. I don't want it in the house.
Yeah, that was other Richard.
Yeah, that was funny because that's when Nicole came home later on, and I went, hey, I got some more, because this is the second time it happened. The first time there was only like a couple bottles I grabbed. I'm like, oh, Nicole, go see all the soda. And she walked in and just like freaked out because I had the kitchen full of it. But that was a general tribute to
The group.
whole group. Basically, it was a
It was
drink as
it was
much
it was
drink
it
as
was
much soda.
appreciated.
Yeah, drink as much soda as you can, and you can take a bottle home because I wanted to keep a lot of it too. Yeah, that's really the only thing I'll bring snacks or money to help get food together, or
Yeah.
normally when we run the game at my house, it's like a potluckish thing where like bring something if you can, but we feed you. So when all you guys come over to play in my game, if you guys can't bring something, we'll end up feeding you regardless.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
that's
once
just
we
how
get
we
back
are.
to like in-person gaming for my, because I'm gonna make a second group. Because my first group will be the online ones we have Becca can play, and then second one we'll recreate a new group for one of my games, and I want to run like Out of the Abyss or Tomb of Annihilation, and actually like have fun with it, and just be like, okay, folks, here we go. But I normally don't do feeding of people because I just don't cook. Where we in my current game when we actually used to go to one player's house, he'd always make dinner, and it was usually a form of soup,
Yeah, Richard would make
which
us
is
make us something, which is
which was
fine.
like it
He
was
liked
good
he
and
liked
stuff.
soup, you know. And soup is easy and soup is cheap. That's why
Yeah,
we would do a potluck at my house, because making an entire meal for like 6, 7 people is a bit much. So everybody
yeah,
brings something and we can cook something cheaper. But that is kind of our tribute for now.
that it is.
That's our tribute video. So like, comment, subscribe, write things you've brought is either things you gave the GM so that you could gain some sort of inspiration, or just weird time that you decided to just make a crazy cake. I don't know. And yeah, we'll can't remember if I said ring the bell.
Nope, ring the bell.
So yeah, we'll see you on Thursday, which is the prompt for Thursday is going to be
Excuse me.
Forest. So until then.